most people are unaware of the existence of the deeper level of consciousness within them. This is because they are stuck at the surface level of reality and have no access to their inner world. The deeper level of consciousness that most people are unaware of is the place of unconditional love. It is in this place that you find the answers to your questions, and it is this level that you need to communicate with. This level of consciousness is not only available to you, but it is also available to everyone. You just need to learn how to access it. When we look at it from a more philosophical point of view, money is a useful thing to have, but it is not the most important thing in life. In fact, I believe it is the other way around. We should live for what is more important than money, and this could be anything. We should not forget that when we live in a world of temporary things, we are in danger of losing our own soul. You are free from fear. Life is a sublime experience. There are no accidents in it. Intelligence flows through us all. This is the dark side of our nature. The positive side of our nature, and we can't finish it. We are the ones who have to live with this. You must not suppress those things that you find difficult. However, it's far better to be yourself, rather than suppress the things that you find difficult. The key to life is to become the most of the good in you and the least of the bad. You've got to make a move. The Christian God is a loving God, who created us to live in a loving, caring relationship with each other, who is willing to give us his Son Jesus to die on the cross for us, who is willing to forgive us for our sins and give us a new life in heaven, who is willing to guide us to the right path and protect us from evil. The Hindu God is also a loving God, who is the source of all knowledge, who is the source of all wisdom, who is the source of all love and kindness, and who is the source of all beauty, who is the source of all energy and creativity, and who is the source of all goodness, who is the source of all truth, who is the source of all life, and who is the source of all love. They are both the same, but they are different. We are not the same as the God, but we are all one with the God. The first step is to understand the difference between the watcher and what is watched. You do not have to change anything, but you can control what you watch and how you watch. You cannot control what is happening outside of you, but you can control what is going on inside. Unfortunately, I don't think many of us have been taught to really understand this. Humans are the only species to be totally disoriented in their environment. We do not blend in. We have been given the mental faculties to make sense of the world, and we just don't do it. All animals have a sense of self, a sense of what is going on around them. Humans are the only species to be disoriented in their environment. We cannot see the forest for the trees. We are not equipped to see things in context, to understand the big picture. This is why we get lost in the noise of the world. We have been given the mental faculties to make sense of the world, and we just don't do it. Our mental faculties are how we perceive our environment and how we understand our environment. They can be used to make decisions in our life and take control over our world. You might be surprised to learn that we are often raised to be controlled by what is going on outside. We grow up and don't realize it. We don't know that we have been raised to be controlled by what is going on outside. We do not even know that we have been raised to be controlled by what we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. We are raised to be controlled by what is going on outside. Many people feel as if they are victims of their circumstances. In fact, they are the creators of their own lives. They are the masters of their destinies. And they are the ones that are in control of their own lives. You are in a relationship with money. You are in a relationship with money because you have been conditioned to use your lack to reaffirm that relationship. This can be seen in your relationship with money. If you have a large sum of money, then you can feel happy and secure. If you don't, then you will feel less secure and can be anxious. What this really means is, when you have a large sum of money, you feel happy because you do not feel the need to reaffirm that relationship. However, when you don't have it, then you feel anxious because you do need to reaffirm the relationship. We are the creators of our reality, and the only ones who can create a different reality. You have the power to change your environment and therefore your reality. You must become aware of your thoughts, feelings, and how your environment is influencing you, as this is the only way you can change it. The strongest emotions are usually the most focused and the most destructive. So we tend to focus on the negative, we get fixated on the lack. We forget that we create reality from the field. We forget that we are creating the reality that we are experiencing. We forget that our emotions create reality, not the other way around. So we need to start creating from the field. We need to create from the heart, and the brain is the physical manifestation of the heart. So, when we relax in the heart, we relax in the brain. When we relax in the brain, we relax in the body. We've all seen the movie, What Dreams May Come, and we know it's about the future and it's about creating circumstances. The one who is wise and conscious will create the circumstances that will bring them to a better place. But we can't change the circumstances we are in. You see, we are in the circumstances that we create. The future must become the present in our imagination. We must think of this future state as the present in order to make this imagined future become real. We must make this imagined future state our present by thinking about it. This is why we say that we must center our imagination in a state. We are building a goal and we see ourselves already having accomplished the goal, thinking from the end. This is a very intense perception of the world. What we need to do is keep our focus on where we want to be and be there. The journey will be the path to the goal. The path to the goal is the path to being there. The path to being there is the path of fulfillment. You are a person with an intense perception of the world of fulfilled desire. You have it. It is here. Now think, are you thinking of the end or are you thinking of the end? If you are thinking of the end, you are thinking way out there. To achieve the goals you set yourself in life, you must keep your focus. You must be conscious of what you are doing and who you are being. When you are conscious, you will be able to create the kind of person you want to be. What you are doing inside of you is affecting the world around you. This is called synchronicity. So do it again. Do it again, and you will feel a little more inspired. When the synchronicity happens, do you think you feel suffering or do you think you feel a little more excitement? You feel inspired, right? It is very easy to get into the habit of creating abundance. Once you have learned how to do that, then you can create a momentum. Momentum is generated from a series of events and is a result of something happening. We need to be aware of when we are in the right mindset and to be in the right place at the right time. When we are in the moment and fully tuned into our abundant future, we can expect things to change. However, there are still other things in life that we must focus on. We have a subconscious program of being a victim, which we must unlearn. We must understand that we are the creator of our reality. As long as we are in a lack mindset, we will experience lack. It is not the other person, it is not the circumstance, it is not the bank account, it is not the job, it is not the relationship. It is the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we are in that moment. If we have an abundant mindset, we are creating an abundant life. Your personality is created by how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Your personality also influences your present personal reality. So if you want to change your personal reality, you'll need to change your personality.